Hello there, everybody, and welcome to Chamberlain's Choice, Breeders' Cup Turf and Classic Edition. I'm Michael Chamberlain, and we'll be taking a look at the two richest races on the Breeders' Cup Saturday program, the $4 million Turf and the $6 million Classic. The Turf is on the board here, came up with a very strong field of 14 horses, and the morning line favorite is the defending champion, number 13, Tarnawa. Now, she won at Keeneland last year and did a very nice job in winning that race in 2020. Second choice is number 3, Domestic Spending, who is 4-1 on the morning line. And our third choice in here is number 12, Tiona, who is 6-1 on the morning line. Now, of those horses, I do like Tarnawa in this particular spot. I just don't have her on top this year. I don't necessarily think that she's in a position to repeat her performance of last year because she really hasn't had the same kind of 2021 that she had in 2020. She's only started 3 times this year. She won the first time out in a Group 3 at Leopardstown on August the 5th, but has been the runner-up in the 2 subsequent starts, including the Arc de Triomphe at Longchamp last time out on October the 3rd. Now, the horse that won the Arc de Triomphe is not part of our field of 14 here, so that horse is not going to be part of this race. There are a lot of long shots in here to like. United is 20-1, a former runner-up in this race. Tribhuven is 20-1. Acclimate is 20-1. Astronaut is 20-1. Broom for Aidan O'Brien is 20-1. We'll get back to him in a moment. Also 20-1 on the outside is Japan, number 14 in here, another Aidan O'Brien trainee, and this is our long shot pick to win this race, because I think this race is going to produce chaos, and I think that the chaos is going to produce a big price. And the price I like is the horse on the outside, number 14, Japan. The speed figure, which we figured by taking the best 4 speed figures of the last 5, is 102. Now, Japan has had 2 starts here in the United States already this year. Was second in the Grade 1 Sword Dancer at this 1.5 mile distance at Saratoga, and then finished 6th up the track last time out in the Turf Classic Invitational on October the 9th. But, really didn't have the best trip in that race. Kind of a middling effort. I didn't really care for that last race, so I'm tossing it because I think that the races prior were pretty good. You had a Group 3 win at Leopardstown back on July 15th. It came with a time form rating of 115. So, Japan is going to be our top pick in here, so we're going to put Japan on top. Second choice for me is the horse that is 8-1 on the board, and that is number 7, Walton Street. Walton Street is 8-1. The speed figure is 109.75. That is a spectacular number. This was the winner of the Grade 1 Canadian Invitational, the International, I should say, the Canadian International at Woodbine on September the 18th. Getting that done with Frankie Dettori in the saddle, and this one won by almost 6 lengths. Was a very impressive winner with a 110 Beyer speed figure in that last race. Now, Walton Street is a Charlie Appleby trainee by Cape Cross out of an Australian mare. So I do like Walton Street in here second. Has those 2 graded victories over the course of those last 5. The other one be coming in March at Meydan in the United Arab Emirates, scoring in the Group 2 Dubai City of Gold. The third pick for me is the favorite. That is Tarnawa. We're going to put Walton Street here as our second choice. Tarnawa is our third choice in this race, number 13 on the board. So Tarnawa, off of that last effort in 2020 at Keeneland, very nicely done. And I mentioned the 3 subsequent races, getting the win at Leopardstown in a Group 3 and the runner-up finish in the Arc de Triomphe last time out. So I do think Tarnawa does merit some consideration, but that 9-5 price kind of scares me away last year. Won last year in the Breeders' Cup Turf at odds of 9-2, so there was a lot better value in that performance last year. I'm not a big fan of getting 9-5 in a spot like this. Fourth pick is going to be number 8, Broom. And like our top pick, Japan, Broom is an Aidan O'Brien trainee. Now, if you'll remember correctly, last year in the Breeders' Cup Mile, Aidan O'Brien trained the first 3 finishers, and that included the 73-1 long shot winner, Order of Australia, who unfortunately was hurt prior to the Breeders' Cup this year and is not able to defend that Breeders' Cup Mile victory at Del Mar on Saturday. But Aidan O'Brien trains the 14 Japan and the 8 Broome, both of whom are 20-1. Broome's speed figure is actually the best one in the race, 110. Just the one graded win off of the last 5 starts. Frankie Dettori, who I mentioned was on Walton Street for the win at Woodbine, has going to ride Broome. He elected to take Broome over Walton Street, so I think you have to include Broome for that fact, and the fact that you've got Aidan O'Brien, the trainer, and again, up the track in the arc, had an awful race, finished 11th, never really got into it after having the lead early, so I would expect to think that Broome would be a part of this in here especially. So our top 4 is 14, 7, 13, and 8. Now I am going to put some win money on Japan in this race. I know we normally give you a play at the end of these videos, but in this particular occasion, we're going to bypass that for the moment because our small board is actually dedicated to our second race we're going to take a quick look at, and that is the $6 million Breeders' Cup Classic. I think this is a 3-horse race, and these are the 3 horses that I like in this race. They have drawn right next to each other. Number 3, Hot Rod Charlie, who finally got that elusive Grade 1 victory in the Pennsylvania Derby last time out. Number 4, Essential Quality, who won the Belmont and the Travers already this year. And number 5, Knicks Go, who has put a very strong string of victories together as well. However, the wins for Knicks Go have all been at 1 1/8 miles. This is 1 1/4 miles on Saturday. Can Knicks Go get that extra furlong? Very important question, or extra 1/8 of a mile, I should say. Very important question. I think the race shapes up this way. I think Hot Rod Charlie is going to go to the front. I think Knicks Go is going to go to the front. I see Art Collector going to the front, and I think Medina Spirit goes to the front. If there's that much pace, I think it sets things up for Essential Quality to win the Breeders' Cup Classic and cap off a Horse of the Year campaign. Because if you win the Belmont, the Travers, and the Breeders' Cup Classic, you are the Horse of the Year. And that is the way it is. So my top pick in the $6 million Breeders' Cup Classic, we're going to put the check mark right here next to Essential Quality in the Breeders' Cup Classic. That is my top pick, number 4 on Saturday in the final race, that $6 million Classic out at Del Mar, where the turf meets the surf. We do want to remind you to like this video, comment on this video, let us know who you think is going to win. Winner of the turf, winner of the Classic, winner of another Breeders' Cup race. If you have a best bet on the Friday or Saturday program at the Breeders' Cup, we'd appreciate hearing from you. And don't forget to subscribe to Chamberlain's Choice as well. I'm Michael Chamberlain, wishing the best of luck to you all.